Good morning, ladies and gents, and I wanted to discuss to you today about Project 50. Project 50 is a project we are doing as a school to help those students who are achieving a score of under a 50 for the class for the first 9 weeks. If you do not get at least a 50 for the 9 weeks, then it is literally impossible for you to pass for the semester. So we're trying to help out those students who are having a tough time understanding and utilizing the online system. So we are going to implement this Project 50 to help all of our students across the board be able to get at least that 50, that minimum requirement to be able to pass for the whole semester. So let's go ahead and begin and dive into what is Project 50. 50 for English 10 by the English department at South Haven High, fall of 2020. The English department's Project 50 assignments will center around the works of American author Edgar Allan Poe. Students in need of Project 50 will read one of Poe's stories and type 3 full pages, a single vocabulary page, and 2 discussion pages. Responses must be single-spaced and 12-point font and sent to the English teacher via Schoology. Students who submit an acceptable project will earn a 50 for the 9 weeks. The reason why we are doing this single-spaced 12-point font is because students who are achieving under a 50 for the 9 weeks need to make up any work that they have not finished with this project. So we are requiring them to make it single-spaced in a single-spaced format so that they have to work more because they need to showcase that they can, in fact, earn at least a 50. A single-spaced page will usually incorporate anywhere between 500 to up to 600 words per page. So if a student needs to handwrite theirs, they need to contact their teacher directly. The step 1, answer this question. Do you understand that you will earn a grade of only 50 for successfully completing this project? If so, type the words, I understand that I will earn a grade of only 50 for successfully completing this project. It should be the first line of page 1. This is the same exact page that you're going to be writing the next step, step 2, on, the vocabulary. Step 2, vocabulary. 23 definitions in total on page 1 out of 3 underneath your phrase, I understand that I will earn a grade of only 50 for successfully completing this project. Right underneath that, you have your vocabulary words. Create definitions for these words using dictionary.com or a similar website. You have there 20 words from purloin to egregious. After you've defined those 20 words using an online format like dictionary.com or a similar website or even using a dictionary, find 3 more words from the text that you have never seen or used before. Create definitions for those words using dictionary.com or a similar website. If it goes into the second page, that does not count towards your second page. Step 3 is to read the actual story that you have to read. In 10th grade English, we are reading The Purloined Letter by Edgar Allan Poe. Here below are the text/video links that you will need. The first 2 links are to the PDF copies of the book that you can find online. You can download those and keep them on whatever device you're using. The third link is a YouTube link, which will link you to an actual read-aloud version of the story that you can follow along with. Step 4. Answer this question in 1 full page of discussion. This is going to be your page 2 out of 3 and your first full page of writing that you will have to answer. Remember, with the single-spaced 12-point font, you're going to write at least 500 to up to 600 words per page. The question that you need to answer. What mental powers and/or personality traits does Dupin possess? Pick 3 mental powers/personality traits of Dupin. Give evidence from the story to show Dupin using that power/trait. A good example that you can even use, Dupin uses imagination to find the letter. You can write about that if you like to as one of the 3 mental powers that he uses. Step 5. Answer this question in another 1 full page of discussion. This will be your page 3 out of what should be 3 full pages. Think about a story that is similar to the Purloined Letter. In what 3 ways are the stories similar? Explain your answer. Pick a story that you have seen or heard before to complete this question. This should be very easy for my 10th grade English learners because we have spent the last 3 weeks reading through Sherlock Holmes, who is very closely tied and related to Edgar Allan Poe's character Dupin. They are both detectives. Use examples from both stories to show how the two are similar. You can use concepts like mood, tone, suspense, characterization, setting, climax, theme, and plot to relate the two. We went over most of those things in our Story Essentials handout, which you should be able to find from last week. Example, they have similar settings. You can use movies, TV, books, comics, anything like that, any story that relates to the Purloined Letter. If you have any questions about this assignment, please email scotty.smith@dcsms.org. He was the creator of this project, and he will answer any questions that you have.